Hey everybody, it's Motion Monkey here with The Flash Season 2 Episode 19 review and rundown. Oh, this was so good. There's some Easter eggs that are thrown in here in this episode. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's get started. And they did something that Arrow did as well that I hated. Oh my gosh. Why do they keep doing this? CW DC TV verse. Stop with the deaths. So let's get started. Spoiler alert. But I kind of already spoiled it a little bit, but oh well. Let's just get into this. So this episode was really great because we obviously know Caitlin was taken by Hunter Zolomon, I guess you could say. In the last episode, she was taken. But before we get on to that, we're going to talk about Barry. So the first moment, like one of the first moments of the episode, I think it was actually the first moment, you see a montage of Barry's life, like when he had super speed, and then you see a montage of him like slow as Turtle, like is the character Turtle. Now he's just like slow as molasses, getting ready for work. Loved it. I thought it was really great. The music that they used was also really cool too. I really like that. It was a nice touch, and I really think that it kind of gave me the feels like it was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. His powers are gone. And really, I think it really is interesting when the Flash loses his powers. I think it's happened like dozens of times. But it's like really cool to see him lose that because, you know, he relies so much on his powers, not only in superhero life, but in everyday life. And that's what they showed on this show as well. So I really like how they kind of sprang that back into action. Obviously, the tease, my nose itches. Obviously, the tease for next week's episode, really great. It's nice. I really like it. It's kind of... It leads into an Easter egg. Back in the Flashpoint Paradox, I don't know if you guys have read the story. I don't know if it was in the movie. It was in the movie, Flashpoint Paradox. It's on Netflix. Go check it out if you guys haven't. If you don't have Netflix, it's online. Anyone can find it. But, you know, it was a really great movie. Really cool, too. I watched it a long time ago, and I can't remember even half the stuff that was in it. But I need to reread the story and watch the movie again, too. But in the story of Flashpoint Paradox, basically, Barry loses his powers because of what Reverse Flash does to create this paradox. So Barry loses his powers. They create another particle, because I don't think they basically recreated the experiment that gave him his powers. It wasn't like a particle accelerator like in this show, but kind of changed it up a little bit. But it was basically almost the same. It's just like minus Harrison Wells, minus the particle accelerator. It's just the experiment that happened. So they recreate it. Barry gets his powers, and it worked in that story. So it'll probably work on the show. Or who knows, it could carry over into the finale. Like, maybe he'll lose his powers to the very end, and then he gets them in the end of episode 22, and in the finale, episode 23, he gets his powers back and tries to stop Zoom. But who knows? But it was really cool to see that they did this, you know, having him lose his powers was really nice, and they're going to recreate the experiment, and that's the Easter eggs for this episode of the Flashpoint. But yeah, back to everything else that's going on. So, Griffin Grey, he is a character from the comics, but they changed him in this, episode. What happens in the comics is that he gives off green energy. It's kind of like this, it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like green fiery, it looks like in the comics. I don't know. But it's like this energy. They don't have that in the episode. They have him have super strength. The same thing applies to the episode as it does in the comics. When he uses his powers, he gets older. My leg itches too. Everything itches. It's weird. I don't know why. Like, maybe I have rash. No, I'm joking. But, you know, in the episode... sorry about that. But in the episode, yeah, in the comics, he definitely has green energy. In the episode, he has super strength. The same thing applies to him. He gets older when he uses his powers and, you know, is aging. I don't know how it worked in the comics, like how it worked out. I don't know if he died or not. Who knows? But he was in the comics, so I'm really glad that they did that. Next week, they're doing Rupture, who is also from the comics. So I like how they do these adaptations. Griffin Grey didn't wear the costume that he wears in the comics, like the hood with the cape and all that. But Rupture, oh my gosh, he looks almost like exactly ripped out of the comics. Have you guys seen that teaser? Look up Rupture, DC Comics. He looks exactly like it. But anyway, Griffin Grey, really nice to see him in the episode. And I really like how they explained his powers. The actor, the performance wasn't very good. Well, it was good, it just wasn't great. Like, we've seen better villains. But this is a one-time villain, so I understand why they didn't want to get like a bigger, better actor for it. Because obviously we're not going to have this villain, he died. So, you know, it's affordable. It's average. That's what I'm gonna say. It's average and affordable, and it's okay. It was really great. My nose itches. It's weird. But yeah, it was really nice to see that. I think it was great. The Harrison Wells stuff, like he was confused. He thought R Wells, E Wells, Earth 2 Wells was actually Earth 1 Wells, and I was like, wait a minute. Didn't Eobard Thawne as Harrison Wells? Did the public know that he could stand out of a wheelchair? What? But, because Earth 2 Wells never did get a wheelchair. He just stood up. So, I don't know. Did he reveal? I have to go back and watch season 1, but I don't even think that he revealed that he was out of the wheelchair. He was just the reverse Flash to everybody. He was like the guy in the yellow suit to everybody. So, I don't know. But there was also that tape, that confession tape, with him sitting down after standing up. But the police didn't publish that, right? I don't know. Who knows? But, you know, it was weird because it was like, don't you know Wells was in a wheelchair? Unless it was revealed and I don't remember it, but I don't think I do. Like, I think it was just he got... I don't know. It was weird. But, you know, we got that, and I really like how they kind of worked that out. Jessie Quick was in this episode, too. Really like Jessie Quick this episode. She's kind of replacing Caitlin a little bit in this episode, just because Caitlin's on Earth, too. Which we're going to talk about because I'm ranting about that part. I'm saving that for the last part. But it was really nice to have Jessie Quick. Really nice for her to interact with Cisco. Maybe they should date. I don't know. You know, who knows? I mean, it didn't work out with Hawkgirl. I never really liked Cisco and Hawkgirl together. I like Ray and Kendra way better. I don't know. And I also like Ray and, or not Ray, sorry, Kendra and Hawkman together too. But all of them are not great. They're like, it's like Cisco's the bottom, then it's Ray, and it's tied right now with, what's his name? Hawkman. I can't remember his name though. So it's tied between all of them. I don't know, except for Cisco. I never liked Kendra and Cisco together, so maybe Cisco should date Jessie Quick. Who knows? But they had an Easter egg saying, "Quick, I need some of that quick thinking, Jessie." More Jessie Quick Easter eggs, and I think that she will get Speed Force powers eventually. Not this season, because we're almost done with it, unless they do a cliffhanger. But I feel like that's Wally. I feel like we've already had a female speedster. We'll go do a male speedster. We could do Jessie like in season 3, because we can't just do all of the speed. We can't do both Jessie and Wally in the end of the finale, like having them both get their powers. That'd be a little bit too much, right? So I feel like we should do, since they haven't talked about too much about Jessie's mother, that's why I think they should go into season 3 with her instead. So that way we can have like explain her backstory a little bit more. Like, we're still learning more about Caitlin in this episode, so, and she's been here since the day one. So I feel like they should explain Jessie a little bit more till we get to that point where powers, because I feel like Wally, there's nothing else for him to do at this point. Like, Jessie's smart. Jessie's in Team Flash. She knows who Barry is. So she already has that security of like, okay, we'll always be able to have time for you, but Wally has no idea. He's like the Iris West of season 2. He just, like, he doesn't know. He's like on the outside. He's a useless character at this point because we've gotten through all the Joe stuff with him fighting with Joe. We've gotten through that. So he's like, what else should we do? Give him Speed Force. That's what they should do. So I feel like that will lead, you know, he had like kind of like a story this episode with him thanking the Flash, which is also pretty cool. I still can't believe he couldn't figure out it was Barry. He even said, someone who cares about you is the Flash, or like the Flash. Someone who cares about you, or whatever, Zoom said. And then he's like, I know it's you, Joe. So wouldn't he be able to think it was Barry? And then plus, Barry's voice, I think, was modulated. I think he made his own modulator. He can't do the thing with his voice anymore. But either it was the echo of him standing on the roof, or he made his own modulator or whatever. But at the same time, I don't know. You know, and the reason why I'm not doing that with Iris is because Iris, you know, she didn't have a clue, right? Zoom said, person who cares about you cares about the Flash. But Iris, she never got that. Her and Flash just met up, right? So, but Wally has that clue. So it's like, who knows? I mean, that one, but that I'm gonna let it slide, just because if there was so many things, it wouldn't make sense to give him a secret identity anyway. Who knows? But meanwhile on Earth 2, Caitlin meets Killer Frost. Oh, this is so good. So she meets Killer Frost. They have some talk back and forth. Caitlin starts to work with Frost, and it's really cool. One thing we learned about character development is that they both have, you know what, moms. Like, they both have those type of moms, like narcissistic craziness, all that junk. So, and they bonded with similarities about that. And so, our Earth 2 Caitlin, not our Caitlin, Earth 2 Caitlin, Killer Frost, was like, our mom, you know, has never been the same since Charlie died. And she's like, who's Charlie? And it's like, our brother. And then Caitlin was like, well, we don't have a brother. So is it possible that Charlie died and her mom didn't tell Caitlin? Or Caitlin never knew? But then Killer Frost said, well, what makes your mom so crazy? And then Caitlin was like, you know, it wouldn't be easy to tell you anyway, or whatever she says. So maybe it's not the Charlie thing for Earth 1 Caitlin, but something else happened. So it's like, that's character development right there. And they killed off Killer Frost, but the great thing about it was that Zoom looked amazing, like phasing through Caitlin to get the icicle. But the bad thing is Killer Frost is dead. And I know what everyone's saying on Twitter, everyone's saying on YouTube, oh, you know, it's multiverse, there's infinite amount of Killer Frost. No, if they keep just repeating everything, that's what I've been waiting for since day one. I'm a huge Killer Frost fan. That's what I've been wanting ever since the show started and they announced Caitlin. So it's like, for you to give that to me, then take it away? What? And then, like, Danielle Penderbaker said she loved playing Killer Frost. It's over, Caitlin. It's over, Danielle. You ain't gonna be playing Caitlin anymore. So just saying. But seriously, I don't think we're gonna be seeing Killer Frost anytime soon. Definitely not. If they did an Earth 3 Killer Frost or Earth 4 or whatever they want to do, let's give her the Mohawk, right? Let's give her the... No, I'm just joking. But I don't think they'll do any more Killer Frost. I think it's over for now. They tied it up. You know, she's dead. Really wish they wouldn't have done that, because I was so excited when she didn't die the last time. Now she's dead. She's definitely gone. So, yeah. But I felt like we could have had a whole Killer Frost show, and I would have been okay with it. Just because Danielle is such a cool villain. And she's really, like, I like her as Killer Frost. I kind of wish they would have done her Earth 1 as Killer Frost. But, I don't know. Maybe they will. You know, who knows? Maybe it's possible, you know, to have her become Killer Frost anyway. Maybe, because Cisco, they all talked about what if you become Killer Frost or whatever. Just like, you know, Cisco, I'm not a metahuman. You know, remember, what's his face on Arrow Season 3 that was a metahuman, but he didn't get affected by the particle accelerator? Not going to happen to Caitlin, too. But what do you guys think? Comment down below for Killer Frost. Are you upset about her death? I am. They did the same thing with Black Canary. It's weird. I don't understand it, but who knows. Maybe now that Killer Frost is dead, we can have Killer Frost in the movies. Who knows? It's possible. But what do you guys think? Comment down below. I think I pretty much got everything in this episode other than... No, I got everything. Griffin, I got... Griffin Grey, I got all the stuff. So, what do you guys think about this episode? Comment down below. If I did miss anything, I don't think I did, but if I did, comment down below and I'll make a monkey updates out of it. So yeah, next week we're going to have Rupture. We're also going to have the particle accelerator, you know, being redone by Earth 2 Wells. So what do you guys think? Comment down below. I'm excited. That's why I wore my Flash shirt today, just because I really liked the episode. Links up there to my other Flash videos. Links in there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and Sims channel. Update. I'm going to try, you know, I'm trying to get money right now to save up so I can get some stuff for the Sims channel, but for right now, it's just kind of like waiting for that. But what do you guys think about this episode? Like I said, please comment. I want to hear your thoughts. And yeah. So, like for this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.